Welcome to this video. Vadim ND. Wow. What is this guy? Vadim Zaitsev. Yeah. Many Zaitsevs around. D5. This is rare. Simply because it's believed to be not particularly good. I have D4 or what else? Is E4 a move? But then he can probably play in Gambit style with C6, yeah. E4, knight takes queen A4. Yeah, this is why E4 is possible at all. But maybe C6 is a decent enough Gambit, so I just go here. Knight takes knight F3 is the prescribed way to combat this. Usually coming from a queen's Gambit. It even has a name, the Marshall defense to the Queen's Gambit, and it's not a very good Marshall Marshall line. There are some other Marshall lines. The Marshall attack in the Rui, the most famous one, and really a good opening that was introduced by the American. Yeah, was he a grandmaster? Not an official one, I guess. They only introduced this later, but the American player Frank Marshall. He also was the namesake for the Marshall Gambit in the Semi-Slav triangle. Also quite a good line. Okay. The issue for black here in this particular opening is it is just like a Grunfeld, but without the exchange on C3. And white just enjoys a comfortable space advantage here. Black does not really have a great compensation for this. Okay, is he going to play F5? It's not impossible. Queen b3, maybe queen b3 is potentially useful anyway, and it prevents f5. Why not? Okay, he's not preparing this. Maybe he wants to just get the knight over to d6. Yeah, that's a positional idea, often worth considering. Okay, so he's preparing f5 in this manner. Still, yeah, maybe a4, a5 is interesting here. If he prevents it with a5 himself. I'm sorry, he has to weaken the queen side. Okay, so he's really just not caring much about this, so I'm going to push. And now, okay, I don't think taking on e4 does make any sense, so wow, really? I'm a bit shocked because it gives up the central tension here and I don't see a big attack coming. So, okay, just go here. How to play that now? Knight b5. There is maybe knight e4, but that's not really dangerous, right? Okay, I go for that. Just attack here. This is very much like a strange type of King's Indian, and time is of the essence. I really should play this offense on the queen side quickly. I'm now threatening to take on c6 with the bishop, and then knight c7 Okay, what am I talking about here? He's just not reacting to it at all. Knight c7 to e6. Bishop d6 was the threat anyway, so a6 is basically a loss of tempo. And then knight e6 is what I thought. I can also take and take b7. But this must be right. Come on. It simply must be right. And then knight e6, yeah. Come on, this is just good. Needs to take, and then he's in this e7 discovery directly. So okay. Yeah, I need to get the knight into the game. Knight, queen d5. Is this a simple solution? Maybe. Then taking knight e5. I don't really think, if he goes rook d8, I think I can just take e5. A knight discovery, I play knight d7, and there is nothing happening really. Yeah, I think e5 is just dropping. Rook d8 looks like the relatively best choice, but I think I can just take e5. Yeah, a6 in particular was really strange. Okay. Yeah, of course he wants to take here. I can just play an endgame with bishop c4, which isn't bad really. This is in fact quite nice. Let's do this. Knight takes, rook takes, queen e6. There's rook c8, which is really cute. And this wins on the spot with a cross pin. Ah no, queen d5. He can play queen d5. It's not winning. Okay, I have this endgame, which is very nice.
Check.
Take.
Time warning.
Now this check first. And rook c7 or knight g5 even better. No, rook c7 is good. If I take now this bishop d6, but I have knight c4. Okay, let's check and knight c4. Yeah, this should have been over a long time ago. This is really. I was simply
check
counting on this rook
check
c8 move, and it did not really work. Wow. Yeah, amazing. I really totally spoiled this. Yeah, that's probably a draw, right?
draw offered. Game drawn.
Yeah, he clicked it with absolutely no time on the clock. Yeah, okay, this is really just dead. But I mean, I need to break, I believe. If you look at this, I was thinking Rook C8 wins, and he can just take here. And no use really of this move. And of course, it only makes sense to play Bishop C4 in connection with that. I mean, I can play this, and what then? Black is just giving up now. I just thought that Bishop C4 would win tactically. He has no move for this knight is the problem. Can play something like that, but I can just take it here. Yeah, the weirdest thing was, I mean, besides the strange opening, was that he played this and then A6, which is really funny. Yeah, and this is of course just a total win. I mean, yeah, I just
check.
Even this is very good, but
check.
Why did I play this one? This does not make any sense. Why not go here? This is still excellent for white. Can activate the king. Yeah, but I was really irritated why this was still on this game. Yeah, weird really. Okay, thanks for watching.